Yo, what is going on everybody? It's Cameron here. Welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be tackling 15 quick tips to boost your FPS in Fortnite. I'm going to be going super fast in this video because it's actually a speedrun attempt that I'm setting for myself. This is actually an official speedrun attempt. I got the Guinness World Record team behind me, breathing down my neck, making sure I don't make any mistakes to count it official in the World Record book. If you're actually a normal human and can't comprehend every single tip that I do super fast, then just slow it down to about 0.5 speed. You got that little gear in the bottom right of your YouTube screen where you guys can actually slow down the speed of a video. And just a quick bit of self-promotion, if you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment what you thought of this video. All feedback is greatly appreciated. Now without further ado, let's hop into the video. So yeah guys, coming into our first tip, you're going to want to go into settings here. And then you're going to want to make sure that you have your performance mode turned on. It's right here. A lot of you guys might be on DirectX 12, DirectX 11. Just make sure to switch that to performance mode because that does actually increase your FPS. For the next tip, again, you're going to want to open up settings, go down to your video tab, make sure you check the 3D resolution. You can actually turn it down about like 10-12%, and you have very little, if any, effect on your performance of the video quality itself. Plus, it does actually boost your FPS. You can get like a 10-15% FPS boost this way. For the next tip guys, you're going to want to open up your settings once again. You'll notice that there's 3 different window modes. You can do windowed full screen, windowed, or full screen. Full screen actually gives you the lowest input delay, and it also gives you the highest maximum FPS boost. So make sure it's on full screen. Windowed full screen is just more convenient for me, so I just leave it on that one for now. A lot of people don't know this, but your power settings can actually play a key role in your FPS. To make sure you got the optimal power settings, search on Windows 10 Power. You'll get power and sleep settings. Pull that up, go to related settings and click on additional power settings. Once you click on that, you'll get a bunch of options here. You should see an option that says either high performance or ultimate performance. Basically, you're just going to want to choose one that shows high performance rather than the already existing defaulted balanced power plan, and this will increase your FPS under load. If you guys aren't aware, Windows 10 also offers a way for you to increase your graphics performance for Fortnite. You're going to want to type in graphics in your Windows 10 search bar, pull up graphics settings. As you can see, we have hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. This does improve performance for my computer, so you guys will want to turn this on. Also under desktop, you can choose browse, and you can find Fortnite, which is this game here, so you can set it to high performance. So what you're going to want to do is click browse. You're going to want to find this directory here. How I got to this was by going to this PC, going to my local disk C, going to program files, then going to Epic Games, then Fortnite game, then binaries, then Win64, and then selecting shipping, the first shipping option, and click add. Once you do that, you can click options, and you can go ahead and set your graphics preference to high performance to increase FPS. Another Windows 10 feature you want to take a look at is your background running apps. Just type in background and then click on background apps here. Turn off anything that uses resources that you don't otherwise need in real time. I turn off everything except for NVIDIA Control Panel is the best options I can recommend for you. You're going to want to do the exact same thing, but this time for startup apps. That way, whenever your computer turns on, you're not having to go through a million things to turn on certain apps, but you can also remove things that you might not need. This can help increase FPS as it uses less resources on your PC. Another tip I recommend is using a gaming browser like Opera GX, which is what I use. Another really good browser for gaming is Brave. It's all available free of cost, just search them. I'm not affiliated with these gaming browsers in any way, shape, or form, but basically they allow you to be able to control how much of your network is used, how much of your RAM is used, how much of your CPU is used. This can increase your FPS a lot as it is way less intensive if you run a gaming browser while you play Fortnite. This one is sort of basic, but I still want to cover it because it can increase your FPS. Make sure your machine is fully up to date. Just type in updates, and then you have an option here to check for updates. As long as you're up to date, then you're getting the best performance possible on your computer. You also want to go ahead and check your graphics card for driver updates. Those are the second most important thing to increasing FPS. So to do that, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, just type in nvidia.com. From here, just click on NVIDIA, and then you can actually choose what your graphics card is and then search for drivers on the website. Same thing with AMD, just go to the AMD website, and then you can also type in your graphics card up here. to find the latest drivers and update your graphics card. This can have a huge impact when it comes to your FPS. Another huge recommendation I have is to scan your computer for any malware or for any adware. You can do that by just searching Malwarebytes or getting any free adware or malware protector, and then you can just do a quick scan. This will go ahead and clean up your system. It'll alleviate anything that's bloatware or just not necessary, as this can draw from your maximum FPS potential. If you guys find any threats, then obviously just go ahead and delete them. We didn't find anything, so our system is working as optimal as possible. Another tip that not many people actually know about is Windows 10 actually has a built-in game mode feature. Just type in game down here in the bottom left, and you'll see here it says game mode settings. Click on that, and basically just ensure that your game mode is turned on. As it says here, when game mode is on, Windows optimizes your PC for play. This can mean that the optimization will increase FPS, so it's just best to have this feature turned on if it's available for you. Another huge way to save on resources and actually to increase your FPS is by removing high textures. To do that, just open your Epic Games Launcher browser. Once you got the library loaded up, click on library here on the left hand side, go over where it says Fortnite and click on these three little dots on the right. Once you click on that, you'll see this option here, it says options. Click on that and you can actually remove high resolution textures. This does cut the size of your Fortnite game in half, and it actually doesn't really affect your graphics all too much, but by removing this feature, it will mean you'll get faster or higher FPS gain in Fortnite. So I'd recommend unticking high resolution textures, and if you have Fortnite Save the World checked and you don't ever play it, make sure to remove that as well. All you really need is your Fortnite core and Battle Royale. So then just hit apply and you're good to go there. Another really good tip that I could not recommend more is using a service like NoPing. What NoPing does is it is actually a latency network optimization software, but it also has a really cool feature in here that I'm going to show you real quick, that you can actually boost FPS. Once you're logged into NoPing, in the top right, you just need to click on this little gear. There's actually a setting here for turbo games. This does decrease the keyboard response time, meaning you have less input lag. And you also have this feature here where it says boost FPS. This option will boost the FPS of your game, thus giving you better performance. Just make sure that's turned on, and while you have NoPing running, this will increase FPS in your Fortnite game, which is super awesome. Aside from NoPing, you guys can also download any free gaming browsers just by going to google.com, typing in FPS Booster, and you can find all sorts of different applications that are available for free that boost your FPS. There's Razer Cortex as a really good option. I've tried that one out. I've also tried out PC Game Boost. That one does assist as well. There's also another one I tried, but I'm not seeing it here right away, called GameFire, that also helps boost FPS. Now do download these at your own risk. There are some known bugs where there can be some that aren't real or legit FPS boosters, so I can't recommend them all, but there is a lot of good options for you if you want to download an FPS booster to increase frames per second. Another solid option that not a lot of people are aware about is to actually uninstall any old applications or apps that you haven't used. I recommend just typing in uninstall in here, and you'll get this option at the top where it says add or remove programs. When you open that up, you'll get all the list of different apps that are on your system. Now, some of them are default Windows 10 apps that you have to keep. The only way you know for sure is if you click on it. If it's grayed out for uninstall, you can't remove it. But there's a bunch that you can uninstall if you haven't used them in quite some time. Basically at that point, just go ahead and uninstall them. This can help increase your FPS, especially if you're on like a lower end PC, like a laptop or a low end PC that uses still hard drives. Hard drives do affect performance when you have a lot of information stored on them. Alright guys, we're finishing up with the very last step here. This is actually for resetting the cache and cookies of your Fortnite game folder. To do that, you're going to want to click down here in your Windows 10 search bar, type in %local app data, %, if I can find the %, there it is, and then you'll get this folder here at the top. Click on that one. From here, we're going to look for Fortnite game. You'll see here we have two because I actually renamed Fortnite game already, but what you'll want to do is, if you've already done this in the past, just delete your current Fortnite game, and this doesn't affect anything within your Fortnite game with the exception of your display settings. But those take literally seconds to reset, like 20-30 seconds. So anyways, what you want to do to reset the caches and cookies is rename Fortnite game. Now I recommend just adding like a number afterwards, so we can do 5 for instance. It really doesn't matter. Just basically so it's changing the title of your Fortnite game, because now what's going to happen when you launch Fortnite is it's going to be fresh, like brand new game folder, so that way any errors or bugs that might have been slowing down your PC and causing a lower FPS has been removed, and this has been known to increase FPS quite a bit. So I'd recommend trying that if you haven't done that at all in Season 6. When you pull up your game again, it's going to say find the best settings automatically. Just click decline, because those settings are always terrible. Now the first time that you load into Fortnite, your game will look like this. You'll notice this blue global background. That's totally normal. That's just the first time you re-log into Fortnite after clearing the caches and cookies in that game folder. But otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm glad we got through 15 tips to help you out. Again, thank you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out for now.